Hey, what's up you guys, Check's Undead. So I want to make a video talking about my first AR pistol that I ever got. I've been running this thing for about 10 years now. It's got about 3,000 to 5,000 rounds, somewhere around there through it. It's only had about a handful or two of malfunctions in that entire time, and it's just been running like a champ. I'll go ahead and go over the parts list that I've got on this thing. I had a list, but I misplaced it. Give me 1 second and go grab that. So when I bought this, it was just a basic like AR pistol, upper, AR lower. It's got a stainless steel barrel on it. I have not changed the barrel on it since, or the gas port, or anything like that, or the gas tube, or whatever. I mean, the parts that I have upgraded are the charging handle, the bolt carrier group. I put anti-rotation pins on here, and then I've got a few other cosmetic pieces that help this be a more functional AR pistol for me. Specifically, the parts are, I upgraded the pistol grip to a Magpul K2 grip. I put a Streamlight ProTac HLX on here. I might actually do this, change this for the rail mount too that they have, just because the HLX series has had some issues I've heard. This one's not had any issues, and I beat the hell out of this thing. I really just throw this thing around like wherever I'm taking it, and it takes it like a champ. It has not had any issues. This light has never faltered or anything on me, nor has the AR. I've got the Magpul flip-up sights on here. The red dot I have on this is a Vortex Crossfire. It's a really old one. It's all right. It works enough to get you by. I will be changing it for something that I like a little bit better. I like the Sig Romeo 5 a little bit better, just because the buttons are a little more functional and they don't have issues. I've had issues with the dial here on the side. I've had to send this in to get it replaced for warranty once already. And I've already kind of noticed some of those dial issues repeating again. Just when you're like leaving it on that like half set position, it doesn't always stay, and it doesn't always, it kind of messes up the way that the dial works, just to explain it kind of. The charging handle, in case I didn't say it, is a Geisley airborne charging handle. It works fantastic. I love that I can just grab one side of it, rip it back, and it's good to go. It's much better than the basic like mil-spec charging handle that it comes with. I do still have just the mil-spec trigger in here, just because I'm not super picky with triggers. I kind of just slam my triggers back as I'm firing, especially with like AR pistol or rifle systems. I'm not super finicky about like, you know, slow pressing the trigger or anything like that. This isn't like a sniper build. I'm not trying to hit out to like 500-600 yards or whatever this thing. It's mostly for like close quarters, 100 to 200 yards max. If I have to use it at 300 yards, it's capable of that, but I don't need it for that, not for what I'm using this for. The bolt carrier is the premium 5.56 nickel boron bolt carrier from PSA. It's not the Toolcraft one. It's alright. Function-wise, I'd say it's not really that much better than like the basic mil-spec bolt carrier group that they sell. It's not like it's extra slick or anything like that, because the nickel boron is really just a different color. And I wanted to go with the stainless steel basically to match the rest of the parts on here. The Magpul, or the sling that I have on here, as well as the sling adapter that I've got on the side here that I'll show up close. That's both Magpul products. They work really well. I haven't had any issues with it. It's basically just the standard for like a lot of parts, and they work well. That's why they're the standard now. The brace is an SBA3 brace. That's what came with the AR pistol. I've had that since I got it. No issues there. I love the SBA products. I bought several of them during all that like spook stuff that was going on, just to support the company. I use the other one on my MCX that I have, and then I've got a green one that I'm going to be doing a build in the future for at some point. The rail covers that I have on there are Magpul rail covers. That helps with dealing with the heat, you know, as you're shooting, as it gets hotter. Gives you something other than the metal to be able to grab onto, so you're not putting your skin on just like bare hot metal. And that's kind of it for the parts that I upgraded on here. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with it. Nothing serious. I've never had to send it in to PSA for any kind of like serious maintenance or whatever. PSA makes amazing products. I've had, this was my first AR pistol, and I believe my first PSA product that I had ever gotten from them about a decade ago. I've bought many more since. I've only had one, which was my PSA micro dagger that I ever had to send in for any kind of like warranty work, out of like 8 different firearms in total. So I'd say that's a pretty decent track record. I mean, you'll probably see similar to like, you know, bigger companies. At least from what I've seen a lot of people with like, you know, high-end expensive things, you know, they purchased it, it's got some issues, they got to send it in for warranty. They don't make a big deal about it though, because it's not a PSA budget thing, which everybody just likes to flare up and make big deals about. You could totally get into an AR for $500-600 with PSA, and it's going to be a fantastic firearm that's going to last you years and years, that you can shoot thousands of rounds through. I myself use this as like a home defense gun, or just like a truck gun if I need something that I'm just gonna like throw in the car with me to go do something really quick. And it's served me very well. As you saw, I just threw it down on the concrete, and I know for a fact if I pick this thing up and I shine a light, it works. That's really all I gotta say. PSA makes great stuff. I highly recommend purchasing products from them. Their ARs are great. You can't purchase this anymore. They stopped making the stainless steel AR pistols, as far as I'm aware, a while ago. So that barrel, you can't get that anymore. I've looked on the website and I couldn't find it anymore. But that, I mean, that doesn't mean anything about their current product lines. They're all amazing. I just bought a couple of years ago, I bought a AR rifle from them, or a couple, and they worked amazingly. In case anybody was wondering, today's soda of choice was Cherry 7-Up. I feel like I should start adding that in all of my videos. I'm not sponsored by any soda companies or anything like that, but I'm always drinking one, and I always say what I'm drinking, or at least I have been, so I think that's going to be a little bit of my shtick. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps me out as a new YouTuber. It helps me grow and get out into the algorithm. Other than that, have a good day. Bye, guys.